Welcome to the press conference after the BKT Euro Cup game between ratiopharm and Turk Telekom Ankara. In the end, lost to Ankara with 53-87. I'm now here for the first part with guest head coach Erdem from Ankara. Coach, what are your thoughts about your victory today?
Good evening, first of all. We knew that Ulm team has great potential, and we leave that in the first game by receiving 96 points. And we were focused really defensively, and I think especially first quarter we opened the game very strong defensive-wise, but first quarter we just played with the Ulm's rhythm offensively. This is why we made the turnovers and easy decisions. But after that we picked up our pace also offensively, played smart, shared the ball in the right way. We knew we were going to play against a tough, talented team, but we managed to finish the game strong.
Thank you, Coach. Other questions? Tobias.
Coach Cham, you mentioned the initial game when you allowed Ulm 96 in your arena. How important was it for you to win today, and especially with such a great defensive effort?
I mean, first of all, Euro Cup, every single game is very important, especially playing on the road. And plus, we played Chemnitz last week on the road. We went to Turkey and played another domestic league game on the road, and then we came back to play. It's like 10 days we play back to back to back. So that was very important for us to keep the energy, and that's mental part for sure. Fatigue was one of the point, but our guys handled that by staying focused with the energy, and we try to share the minutes for everyone.
And Berkan Domas, I think, hit all of his 6 shots, had 4 assists, 3 rebounds, a steal, no turnover. Was he kind of the hidden game winner for you today?
I always say the same thing. I don't like to call one player because this is a teamwork. Today he stepped up at the moment that he need to, but all other players also gave a great effort to help him offensively to find the right shots. End of the day, that's a teamwork. He did his job in a right way. But that's the part of having the right chemistry. Everyone is ready to step up, and our guys are happy for each other, and that's I think our strongest weapon right now.
It felt like some of the players were a bit unhappy when you pulled them out of the game, maybe frustrated with their own game. But then what happened is that the team also interacted on the bench and helped each other to stay positive. Is that also that team chemistry?
Now we have. I am demanding. That's how I live as a coach in practices or games. So that's a little bit my nature. They understand me. I try to explain the details, and I am obsessed with some of the details. And I think that the details create the difference. This is why sometimes they seem maybe unhappy, but that's momentarily. We know each other, we feel each other, so it's just for a moment.
More questions? No? Then safe travels home. And
thank you very much. Have a good evening. Thank you.
We are back in a few seconds or moments with head coach Harrelson for Ulm. So we are now back with Ulm's head coach Harrelson for the second part of the press conference. Ty, I think we played a great second quarter, but missed some energy in the second half. What are your thoughts about the whole game today?
Yeah, maybe energy in the second half, but we dug ourselves a pretty tough hole by halftime. The first quarter, if I remember right, it was 1 of 15 or 1 of 16. Maybe you guys know better than I do at the moment. And then we had 5 turnovers. Our first 3 possessions, passes were deflected. So we need to start the game better. That's the first start, and then maybe we get a little bit better feeling. Once you get down on Turk Telekom, very tough. Like they defended us around the basket very well today. And second half we were kind of hanging around. Still thought there were some chances. I mean, that's basketball sometimes, and you just need to go on a run. And we could never find the right lineup to go on that run. Although we had some decent stretches, maybe cut it to 4 if I remember right. So the opportunity was there. Disappointed, obviously, with the final score. Like getting blown out like that is not what we want. But I saw him do it to Chemnitz last week. Turk Telekom's on a roll right now. Really strong team.
Thank you, Ty. Other questions for Coach Harrelson? Tobias.
Coach Harrelson, your team scored, I think, 92 only a few days ago in Jena, and it felt like a bit of a turning point, maybe even. Saw kind of a rhythm, a flow in the offense that wasn't there for a lot of the previous games. What got lost then until you got here and scored 0 points in the first 8 minutes and 16 seconds, if I remember correctly?
Well, that's a great question, and it's very fair to ask. I already gave credit to Turk Telekom for that, but our passes were careless. They got deflected. We had open guys. At one stage, we had a 5 versus 4 advantage and threw the ball out of bounds. I believe it was a second play. We can talk about focus, energy. It's really tough to pinpoint the exact answer on that. If I'm being totally honest, I want to go back and watch the video and have a better feel for what exactly it was. But in Jena, we hit 50% from the 3-point line in the first half. We got to the line, and today we didn't do those things. So we got out and ran. We pushed the ball ahead, and we broke the paint early, which helped create some open shots. I felt like again today we didn't do that. It was a focus of our team before the Jena game. It was a focus before today, so we have to figure out why we're not playing with the pace that we want to play with.
You let Len Schormann go, or he departed, not 100% sure from the official communication. Did you kind of miss one more, I would say, solid ball handler today who could have helped, or is that something where you let him go with an idea for the future?
It was with an idea for the future. It wasn't a cut from us. So wish Len Schormann all the best. Did we miss a player today? Possibly. We missed Ledlum's 20 points. We missed Tommy Klepeich's leadership. And when you play against again a team like Turk Telekom, a team that's at the top of the Euro Cup, and you get down by 8 or 10, you have to have some poise, and we're missing that just a little bit right now. And when we get everybody healthy, which is what we need, and sometimes in the season that takes a little bit longer, or you don't know if it's really going to happen. But no, it's right now it's recovery, and it's focus on the next game, which is on Saturday.
Is a replacement for Len Schormann somewhere on the horizon, or is that not something you're trying to do?
Our management does such a great job that they look for players that they feel like can. If we're looking for a player, it's somebody that can give us a boost, which is maybe what we need. I can't say that there's a specific player right now, but again, Torsten always does a great job on the market. He's looking, and we'll see. I'm not trying to play games here. That's just we don't have a player right now that we're bringing in. We're going to keep trying to develop this team, the guys that we have, keep trying to find a way, and then also recognize like we maybe have some flaws that we need to do something with. Mm-hmm.
You added Justin Simon, who I think started the game so far, and I think really had a great impact already.
Yeah.
How happy are you with his integration, and how far is he in what he can probably bring to your team?
I mean, it has been a short time. I'm happy with Justin. I think he gives us something defensively, which again, you see the first quarter. We also held them to 10. This is what we have to recognize. A high-powered offense, we were able to hold them to 10. So, and Justin's can be like a catalyst for that. Last year we had Tobias Jensen. Now we have Toby and Justin. I feel like we can do more defensively than we could before he arrived. And then he's on offense, he can break the paint, he can make layups, find assists. Today he wasn't able to get the rhythm. We still have some offense. He's very smart, so he picked up on the offense very quickly. But today a couple of mistakes moved him between positions 3 and 4, and now we're putting him on 2 different spots in a short amount of time. It makes it a little bit tough. Mm-hmm.
Coach Harrelson, have you ever experienced such a game start like this with 0 points in first 8 minutes?
I was talking to the assistant coaches at halftime. I don't remember that ever in my life. I think I've been on the other side of that, where we've held the opponents very low, but to be on that side of it, I can't remember if I've ever seen that.
More questions? No. Then we are back on Saturday against Fechter and in Eurocup next week against Athens. See you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.